Hello, this is Group 7 and this will be the summaries of what we have done with our software engineering project during the course. In case you haven't watched any of the previous video related to this project, Software Engineering Quest is a working-in-progress 2D role-playing action-adventure game with axonometric perspective gameplay. The game is being built on 2D Unity engine, and will be capable of running smoothly on Windows and potentially other platforms such as mobile or console alike later in development. As for the process of working on this project, our team had 3 people, each with different assignments to complete. Our group leaders, Vũ Vương Quốc Anh, is in charge of coding as well as the SRS and the SDD document. Next up, Lê Thúc Kiên is in charge of NPC designing, debugging, the white box and black box testing documents. And me, Đoàn Bá Cường, the main designer of all the assets in the game, document, formatting, and debugging. Alright, firstly, let's take a look at our GitHub repository. Here are the issues. Since the project will go on after the course is finished, there are still some remaining issues as well as more to come. But for the limited time that we got to work on this project, the majority of the issues have been closed. All of the coding was done in C# since the game ran on Unity. Each of the game objects and scenes have their own setup script with different functions. Generally, here's what our script do. Our project have 4 main script set for the camera, the monster, the character, and the game system. The camera has only one script to follow the player. Here's how the code looks like. Next up are the 2 monsters in the game, both controlled by 5 script. The goblin have an attack script, movement script, a script for the statistic, and a script to recognize the players, and a script to spawn, each doing what their name implies. The ghost has similar statistic and spawning script, but since it's a projectile instead of melee attack monster, the movement and the attack script need to be modified to fit the monster design. The third set of script is for the player, with movement, statistic, and attack quite similar with the NPC script mentioned above with minor tweaks. Last but not least, the 5 potion script managing numbers, spawning, and uses of the 5 type of potion to modify player stat. Next, let's talk about the designing process. Since we have some old games like The Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, or Final Fantasy as reference point to design our game upon, the general brainstorming phase of the project was not challenging, but due to both our designer lacked the experience and talent, most of our beginning goals can yet be achieved during the time of the software engineering course. On the other hand, for the short time we managed to finish nearly 10,000 asset sprites for the game, which include the character, the environment, the UI, and the NPC. Finally, here's our working demo for the game at the time of this recording. The menu screen with the tutorial, the credit, and a button to start the game. All of the play animations are working as intended: idling, walking, and attacking. All the environment are rendered correctly with collision, the trees, the mountain, and the houses. The monsters are spawning at places they are assigned and following player as intended. that should be the end of our summaries for Group 7 Software Engineering project. Thanks for listening.